pounds.
It's easy to get.
Yeah, I'll do it later.
All right. Yo. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Trey, aka Treyway.
Oh, I guess that's me since we're missing somebody. Because yeah, this your boy Jay, aka Mr. Rant.
Yeah, I know y'all used to JD, aka Mike Drop, doing the intro, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it over today.
There you go.
So we got a few things to cover. This is our first time being together, at least on camera, since the Royal Rumble. So
yeah, and I didn't even make that last one because I was out of town. So
definitely want to get your thoughts on that. But before I do that, me and Jay was hanging out at NXT Vengeance Day.
Yeah,
that was lit.
I got it. It was a good show.
I mean, besides the overpricing of the chicken sandwiches and French fries, I still can't justify that.
Or what was it? $24 for a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, fries, and 2 drinks.
And then I paid almost $12 for a Miller Lite.
Well, yeah, alcohol is to be expected, but come on, regular food, these venues are getting out of hand. I can tell you that much.
But while we was out, we met a supporter.
We did.
Asked for our picture and everything.
I know, right? That was the first.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do him a little better than that. Let me go ahead and get this man's name. Go ahead and give him a shout out. He said he claimed he supported us, but he said he ain't know about the YouTube channel.
Nah, he ain't know about it's all good though. He said that because remember he said he just found us on Spotify, the podcast, so he's been listening to all the episodes. So I mean, hey, listen, I give a shout out because not too many people go back and listen to previous episodes.
I'm saying the fact that he went back to the backlogs.
Hey,
all right,
that's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna give a shout out to Kai Jiu-Jitsu. It's Kai Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So shout out to him. Hope he enjoyed the show. Just a quick thoughts about Vengeance Day before we get into the real meat of everything.
I mean, overall, I have to say it was a pretty decent pay-per-view or premium live event, like you like to call it. So
that's what they like to call it. It ain't me.
I know. Nah, you on the bandwagon too. I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll probably say the same. There you go. So I guess this isn't Beyond the Ropes anymore because all three of us are here.
Better late than never.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Well, you ain't really missed nothing. We just saying that we went to Vengeance Day. Gave a shout out to the gentleman that showed us some love. And then just ranking the pay-per-views. I mean, the premium live event.
And then my son was out there pimping them daggone wrestlers and everything, man.
Oh my God, he got that selfie with JC Jane. I was like, okay, Tristan. She had a tongue out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a heel. He got her to break character.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Because remember, she came over to sign old boy's sign, and then Tristan had that camera out ready. So, and then she just gave a picture, but it was dope, especially when you saw what happened on NXT after with Toxic Attraction officially breaking up.
Well, I mean, we knew it was coming. I mean, I didn't really see them. Like I said, I don't follow NXT as much as I should be, but I mean, I didn't really see. We were doing a lot of speculating on who would be the new leader. And I mean, I didn't really see them having a new leader. So, I mean, them breaking up makes more sense.
I mean, I believe that Chelsea Green being the new leader, actually, I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But seeing her pop up on Raw 2 weeks in a row, okay, that clearly ain't happening.
Yeah.
But it looks like they going down a slippy road. She got her ass whooped by Asuka. Nah, they're about to bring her back just to start jobbing her out. But before we get into that, let's talk about the Rumble, since we never got a chance to speak about that together. So I'm pretty sure everybody pick who the two winners were? Because I know I picked Cody and Rhea.
I mean, I did pick Rhea, but we all knew Cody was winning.
Yeah,
that was obvious. I think that they dropped the ball with announcing that he was coming back at the Royal Rumble. I think it would have been a lot better with that being a surprise.
I don't think he wanted it to be a surprise.
I don't think so either.
I think he wanted it to be more so like his road to redemption, recovering from his injury. He wanted the spotlight to be more on that. Where they dropped the ball at was putting him at 30.
That too, yeah.
That's where they dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I would have had him. You could have at least put him in there mid match. I think that just took the whole kind of excitement, the luster. Like, come on, man. Gunther was in there for the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm also mad about that too.
Like he beat Gunther.
Out of everybody to break Rey Mysterio's record, Gunther.
Yeah.
But you're not a Gunther fan though, so
I'm not.
No, yeah, I mean, and I get and I see it gives him a more push of a heel, but
yeah,
you know, it would have been more just to have, like, let's say they had Edge, and Cody come like back to back. I think that would have been more of a damn, like they bringing two heavy hitters back to back rather than have Cody come in there.
I don't know. I didn't mind it because I think the fact that
once he got to 29, you knew he was coming in at 30. So
well, the fact that number 30 eliminated number 1, I did like that dynamic.
I guess you can say that.
And you gotta think, because at first, because the Rumble was over, I was celebrating my birthday that weekend, so I didn't get a chance to watch it live. I watched it the next day, so I was still kind of delirious and see. So I didn't even see all the extra stuff that went on throughout the Rumble.
Yeah.
So I didn't. I did like the gold dust that Cody did when he did the Shattered Dreams on Gunther.
Yeah. So
I also didn't like that the men's Royal Rumble was first.
Well, they got the inevitable out the way.
I know, but I'm just saying, like I mean,
and because you had based on how the championship match ended, the Rumble should have been first.
Not first. I mean, they could have opened up with some other matches and then the men's Royal Rumble. I mean, don't get me wrong. Save the heavyweight championship match for last. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
What they should have done was save that Bray Wyatt bullshit for first.
No, they should have saved that for the pre-show.
Hold on, y'all are not gonna do Bray Wyatt like that.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm gonna do Uncle Howdy like that.
Yeah,
because beside that spot, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the match.
No, the match was alright. The match was decent.
No,
I mean, I like the new way.
That's the thing. A lot of people, they miss the freaking the Easter eggs, man, because his illuminated design, right? First of all, his face was painted as the Fiend mask without the Fiend, but when he flipped upside down, it was a goat.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to look back at it. When he flipped upside down, the whole thing, like his beard was like the mouth of the goat. So it was almost on some demonic type stuff. So he was putting a little bit of Easter eggs. The only thing I didn't like was like they had all that fluorescent confetti flying everywhere.
Really, I actually didn't mind it.
I was like, oh,
I think it was kind of a botch whenever what's his name ripped the table off and it fell out. I think it was supposed to be more of when he went through the table, it was supposed to go everywhere. So I think they kind of botched it a little bit with that part. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the match. I think that the Mountain Dew blackout match was actually a good aspect for them thinking of something new and outside the box. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because everybody was thinking it was going to be a traditional funhouse type match or whatever it was. So that match was great. You know, I'm
I
not gonna
just
say great, but I mean, I think it was good. It was
I
different.
just I just love the fact that for once I'm not the one doing a deep dive and breakdown on the intricacies of something, and it was JD this time. I just want to go ahead and say that.
Hey
Y'all don't get
man,
it, man. It was a goat. But yeah,
hey, I paid attention to. I paid close attention to that, John. So
but
like,
uh,
and then the new mask,
I'm
the
rocking
one
with
that
the
he
new
put on
mask.
after he won the
I'm rocking
match.
with the new mask. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, okay. So and it just seemed like, with that, it kind of gave him a whole like dimensional side of powers. You know what I'm saying? He was
yeah,
getting hit in the head with a kendo stick, which WWE does not allow, but he got cracked in the head 3 times. Once on the shoulder, but 3 times on the head. So I was like, the only thing I didn't like also was the spot, like the Uncle Howdy drop. Like he didn't hit him.
oh my damn,
He
like
yeah. It
cracked,
was bad camera angle. Bad
bro.
camera
Like
angle.
cause he crashed through it. Then you just see LA Knight slide into the hole. But I
Yeah,
like the ending part where the Funhouse characters are at the top looking over, and I'm like, okay, so this adds another level into his story, and it's interesting.
I mean, I like the setup for the dive from Uncle Howdy with Bray
Yeah,
Wyatt with the new mask on, and then you got Uncle Howdy that appeared over top of him. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And even the fall, like it was decent. I just
yeah,
the camera angle was just
yeah.
it's what messed it up.
It
Like
wasn't it wasn't Jeff Hardy, Shane McMahon type camera
nah,
angle. Yeah, yeah.
But
But
other than that, though, I
it
mean,
was it was on some modern day Undertaker type sacrifice.
yeah,
Yeah,
well, going back to the actual Rumble match, how'd y'all feel about Logan Paul eliminating Seth?
I like it.
I like it.
Mm,
First of all, I wasn't expecting Logan Paul, so
Definitely
they
wasn't.
they they got me with that one. I was expecting Edge. You know what
Cause
I'm
we,
saying?
cause we wasn't expecting Logan
Yeah,
Paul to come
no,
back that soon.
there
I
was your
wasn't.
surprise.
Yeah,
And
we wasn't.
then him and Ricochet,
Yeah,
the,
bro.
the yeah,
Headline banger. I want to see that match.
I'm surprised he didn't pull a cell phone out and go live whenever he did it like
I
that.
know, right?
So the real question is, how long until we see Logan Paul with the U.S. Championship?
I don't know. That's a good question, man. I was thinking like, what
Do you
title
think
would
that
he?
they would? Do you think that they would put a secondary title on him, or just shoot him straight to a main title once they split him up?
Secondary.
I think it's gonna be a secondary. I don't think it's gonna be a main title because
Or he get tagged?
nah, because it's gonna be an issue of the same thing that we had with Brock Lesnar, where we got a champion and he's not showing up every night with the championship and every pay per view. You know what I mean? With a championship, I think they're kind of
His
past that.
and the thing about it is Logan Paul he's a name of his own, so I don't think he needs a title to put him on that top tier level yet.
I think he's gonna win one. I just think it's
He is
gonna
gonna
be
win one. I just don't think he needs one to get that fan attraction. You know what I'm saying? He gets
it's
the heel attraction, but I don't feel like that he needs a title to
you,
solidify himself.
you think so? You think he's heel? I don't
Who?
think he's heel. Logan
Oh
Paul.
yeah, yeah. He's
Oh
definitely
no, you
heel.
saw how it was when he walked in talking about what's up, boys, and doing all that and
Yeah, he's heel.
egging them on and doing all that stuff.
I no, I get what you're saying, but I think after him and the way he faced off with the Miz and stuff like that,
Nah.
I think he's like borderline.
Okay, so he was
Because
definitely
People just don't like him because they don't like Logan Paul or
right, and
Jake Paul.
he has to embrace that now,
exactly, but
which
you
will
can't help
make
but
him
cheer for
heel.
him when he wrestles. You can't help but cheer for him.
Right,
Yeah, that's what I'm
because
saying.
he does some astonishing stuff, but I think he's gonna inherit that heel type.
I I get what you're saying, but I'm just thinking like if you look at all his matches, right?
He,
The only match that he had that was in a heel capacity was when he tag teamed with the Miz.
Mhm.
Other than that, all his other matches have been in the capacity of a face, going
yeah,
That's
against the
true.
Miz, going
yeah,
against Roman, and then
but
now what he did, and then even if they do set up him and Seth,
mm,
them setting up him and Seth, he's going to be in a face capacity because
mm-mm.
Seth is a heel right now.
No, Seth is a face.
Seth is a
Seth is
face.
not no face.
Yes,
Seth
he
is
is.
Seth is a
Y'all are
face.
crazy. Just because they
But
champ for Seth does not mean that he's a face.
just like Jamari said, Logan Paul is definitely a heel. He's just a light heel. So I agree with that. So you could kind of make that same argument with Seth. But look who Seth is going against. Austin
Seth is a
Theory.
heel. Seth does heel stuff.
Right,
Everything
but
Seth
Austin
does is heel.
so he's neutral. Because Austin Theory is a heel.
I'm about to say
Austin
And
all he
Theory is
does is
definitely, yeah.
fuck with Theory. Like,
Well, that's because of how Theory took the United States Championship from
yeah.
him.
So
now
he's neutral.
if he faces Cody, then he'll may go back to being kind of heelish if they were to restart that feud the way they said they were. But
I
I'm
don't
not
want
sure.
I don't want them to. I'm over that.
Yeah, I'm
Seth and
over it
Cody.
too.
All
Now,
right.
I
I can
like
tell you
seeing
one
them as
thing
a
I
tag
do
team.
like from the Royal Rumble was Bobby Lashley eliminating Brock Lesnar.
Oh
There you
yeah.
go. And they about to
Yeah.
do
That
the
was
contract signing next week.
For match
exactly.
3.
So
Now, the rumor has it that Gunther says he wants a match with Brock. So if let's say that the feud concludes at Elimination Chamber between Brock and Lashley, could y'all see Gunther with them having him look as strong as he did with the Rumble and how they've been making him look that he could eventually get that match with Brock this soon at WrestleMania?
if they do it, I see a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. Which in that case, Bobby Lashley is going to win because they're not putting the Intercontinental Championship on Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I could see that.
So
I mean, I'm sorry to say, I feel like that Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar is going at WrestleMania.
it's going to WrestleMania.
I want
Something's
it
going to
to.
happen. Something's going to happen at the Elimination Chamber to where the match isn't fully decided. You know what
Oh
I
yeah,
mean?
Bobby
Like
Lashley,
something.
he's joining back in with the Hurt Business. As you
Yeah,
Yeah.
see,
that
he's
makes
wearing
sense.
nothing but black and gold. He's dressing in his suits again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He just said on Monday Night Raw that he's gonna have to check with his manager.
That's true.
Yeah, to go over it.
Yeah.
We already seen uh MVP with Shelton and Cedric
Cedric. Yeah.
Alexander. Like it's just all playing into effect.
And you know,
Now
Almost is joining.
I don't know where Almost is because Almost hasn't been there in 2 weeks. So
But
I don't know how they're gonna feel him.
he was at
So
the Rumble, so
they
he
add
did.
Bobby Lashley with Almost and Shelton and Cedric.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the leader of this group? Would you put it at Bobby or would you put it at Almost?
It's still
Bobby,
Bobby.
definitely.
Still Bobby.
Almost is more like the bodyguard.
He's like the Braun Strowman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, he's already played that role.
He's
You
gonna
think they're
play it
gonna
again.
You think they're gonna put him back into that capacity?
But
fits him.
this time it's with a faction. It'd be
Yeah.
different.
Okay.
It fits him because he can't wrestle.
Okay.
he can't
He's too
wrestle.
big to wrestle. He's too
Yeah.
big to wrestle.
Like Braun Strowman, he took him out of the Royal Rumble. We already knew that was gonna happen.
I mean, look at the Big Show. The Big Show couldn't wrestle.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, that's
Look
true.
at Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash can't wrestle. Big guys aren't supposed to wrestle.
True.
All right.
So
How'd y'all feel about the women's match?
Okay, so the Nia Jax, that's what got me. I kind of
Yeah.
felt like
30.
but you remember, I had a feeling that she was gonna come back.
that was the most exciting thing for me out of the whole women's Royal Rumble.
But
Honestly,
she hasn't changed.
yeah.
So what I'm trying to figure out is this a one-off or are we gonna see her tomorrow?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out because we haven't seen any news from her. So did they just sign her to that 1-day deal to bring her back for the Rumble?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because we had two competitors from NXT that was in the Rumble, and then we had her.
Yeah.
So like she wasn't there the Friday after the Rumble, which last Friday. So I don't know how
she
she's
didn't
gonna
show up
play.
on Monday.
You know,
So
she took
I
a
don't
picture.
know.
She took a picture with the family. You know, with
Yeah.
the Anawai family. So I don't know. I don't know if that was a one-off. And I really want to say that the Royal Rumble was her test trial to see if she changed, and I don't think she changed. Like
So you saying
I think she still has the same attitude.
you saying she failed?
She
Yeah,
failed
I
the
think she
test.
failed. Yeah, she failed the test.
She failed the test.
Yeah.
I mean, Rhea winning the women's Royal Rumble was obvious.
And what did I tell you, Trey?
After
What
starting
did I
number one,
tell you, Trey? What did I tell you, Trey?
I mean, I kind
what
of
happened?
expect for her to be the
Who?
next person to take the belt from Charlotte. So
There we go. I told
Yeah,
Trey
you
that
did.
she
You
was?
did. You
I
did.
told Trey that she
what?
was
That she was
going to
going to
challenge. Yeah,
challenge
that she was going
Charlotte?
to
Well, we
challenge
knew
Charlotte.
that. We knew
Well,
that.
because they had been building it up like she was going to go after Bianca the way they were staring at each other in the back, and how Rhea has beef with the people she's cool with, like
Here,
Chin and all of them. So
here's my prediction on why she chose Charlotte, and I kind of feel like she chose Charlotte because I think that they're going to try to transition the Judgment Day to SmackDown in some type of capacity. Or if they don't, then I kind of see Rhea maybe leaving Judgment Day,
Mm.
and then I see her on SmackDown
you gonna take
with
Dom with her?
Shayna and Ronda,
Mm-hmm.
and because we all know Shayna and Ronda is going to win the women's tag team championship. So I kind of see her with the female group on SmackDown. Her as the champion, and then Shayna and Ronda as tag champ.
Mm.
Eh,
Well, I knew that Rhea was going to challenge Charlotte because how history replays itself. Like
Yeah,
on the Monday after, she spoke about how Charlotte beat her at WrestleMania, so I knew she was gonna want to get her get back. Even though it was for the NXT championship, she wanted to get her get back. Now, how does that tie into SmackDown? You are right. I feel like they might be transitioning to SmackDown because what did we see at the Rumble? We seen that Dom took out his father and had his mask
exactly.
on.
Yep.
So we already know we're getting Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio at
Yep.
WrestleMania.
mhm.
So with Rhea challenging SmackDown, that gives full reign for Judgment Day to come to SmackDown. And Dominic is gonna approach his dad. He's gonna do all that stuff, and I'm guaranteeing you, Dominic is gonna dress as Eddie Guerrero
I think so too.
at
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
I think so. I see it coming too myself.
Yep.
But no, I'm
Mhm.
I'm I'm expecting for Judgment Day to transition over to SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Is the way I see it. What I would like to see is I would like to see Rhea and Shayna and Ronda join their own group, but you never know. Now the
What they, what
question,
what they gonna be called? Badass Darkness.
boy, it just leaves the question of who's going to challenge Bianca,
The winner of this elimination chamber.
Yeah,
which is probably going to be Alexa Bliss.
Is she in it?
I could have sworn she was.
I don't know if she's in it.
It was the
No,
last four remaining of the Rumble.
And Carmella just got in.
Carmella just got in.
I don't think Carmella's going to beat
Nah,
Bianca.
Alexa Bliss not in it. So
Yeah,
it was Natalia, Liv,
Liv.
Asuka, Carmella, uh Raquel Rodriguez and
Is it Nikki?
Nikki Cross. Yep.
It could be Raquel. They've been trying to push her pretty hard too.
I feel like Raquel versus Bianca would
Bianca.
be probably be a good match. And this might even push Bianca to be heel. I know it's a long shot. I want her to be heel. That's just
Yeah.
my
Nah, you
opinion.
know why? You know why it's not a long shot? Because I'm gonna give my prediction early. Tez winning that U.S. championship
Facts.
in the Elimination Chamber,
Facts.
and he not gonna turn heel right away.
No.
But you're gonna start seeing the split because now he gonna have a title, Bianca gonna have hers, Dawkins gonna be left on the outside. So and then Tez got the type of personality to where he could play like a cocky heel with like swag and shit.
I'm
Because
gonna win the U.S. title.
it'd be too easy for Dawkins to turn because he's the bigger dude. The big guy always turns on the little guy.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be kind of predictable, you know.
Yeah, it'd be very predictable. But if Tez went heel and then Bianca went heel with him, and they became like a black it couple,
Yeah.
but better, I can
Yeah.
see that. So I'm just go ahead and throw that out there. That's early predictions. We don't got to
Yeah.
get into it too deep. But let's talk about the speaking of Bianca and Alexa Bliss. How'd y'all feel about the match and the way it ended? All of that.
It was a slobber knocker. It was one. It was a bathroom match, honestly. Um,
It
I
was a
wasn't.
mess.
I wasn't interested. I wanted more.
I think that the match was just basically to further Alexa's storyline with her
And Bray.
and Bray. That's all it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Well, that leads me to this question then, because I feel like we say this a lot after Bianca title defenses. How, even though she's had this title for this long, how great has her run really been?
I mean, you can't take a run away from her. She keeps winning.
You can't take her run away from her, but a lot of the times after we come on here, we talk about her match defenses. It's not like we saying, "Oh yeah, that was 5 star. That was one of the greatest I've ever seen. That was amazing." Like it was
I
kind of
mean,
like
but
ho hum.
we say that about everybody
Her
because you got
last,
to think.
her
Not
last
everybody. We big dope romance matches.
Nah, her last 5 star was SummerSlam against Becky.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. But not
Yeah,
All of Roman's title matches. Not they all haven't been 5 star.
Not
nah,
all of them, but a good amount of them.
he's an
I mean,
average 4.5, and it's not even because of him. It's because of his challengers.
yeah.
His challengers make him, which make the match.
But see, and then, so my question really isn't a criticism about Bianca. It's about the talent pool that she has to work with.
Yeah,
Because if she not fighting Bailey or Becky,
There's nobody else.
yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
she's she's had four. I would say 4 5 star matches. Her versus Rhea, her versus Mercedes Monet. I'm gonna call her by her name now. uh, her versus Bailey, and her versus Becky. Those are it until she
Now,
faces Charlotte.
because I mean, even though it wasn't a title match, I still have to say that the War Games match was pretty dope for
Oh,
them.
I mean that wasn't 1-on-1, but yeah, War
No,
Games
but
is
that's what I'm saying.
definitely.
War Games. So
I haven't seen War Games that wasn't like four point
yeah,
five 5 star. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So and just the fact that they putting that shit in WWE 2K23, like I'm fucking amped about that.
yeah.
You know, shout out to them for that.
I mean, I
uh,
think they got a lot of deciding to do when it comes down to Elimination Chamber and who's going to win that to challenge her.
Yeah,
It's going to be hard because out of all those women that are in that match, I can only see maybe two of them really putting on
we
a show with Bianca.
so we've seen Bianca versus Carmella before. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
We seen that
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
early Bianca tenure into WWE main roster. Honestly, what I really want to see probably it would be her versus the new version of Asuka.
I want to see her versus Oscar. I'm
I'm
good.
about to say it's either the new version of Oscar. I mean okay, so I want to give these rebrands a chance. So Nikki's trying to rebrand herself back to what she used to be. Asuka's rebranding herself with the new mask and all of that. So I wouldn't mind seeing her go against one of them.
Hmm.
Um, Natalia, I mean, she's just there, unfortunately.
She's just collecting the check.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Listen, I would if I had to pick anybody, I
Oh, I
would go
wouldn't
with.
mind seeing her versus Liv because they're trying to build Liv back up.
That's what I'm saying. If anybody, I would
But
say either
we've seen that
Raquel,
recently.
Liv, or Nikki. I
No,
would
we
like
didn't
to
see
see
her
Bianca
versus.
versus Nikki.
Yeah,
We see her
Nikki
versus
would
Liv?
be good. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did see her versus Liv.
Bianca.
They, yeah, they had an on and off again. Which called before Liv went back to SmackDown. We've seen her versus Bianca.
Hmm.
But see, this Liv is different.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you saw how long she lasted in the Rumble. See,
Facts.
this Rumble, they were building up a lot of people.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
So
Nikki Cross, if they want to keep Bianca face, I could definitely see her going against Nikki Cross.
mhm.
Yeah,
I mean, shout out to Carmella. She brought the dark hair back.
true.
And she back to the Princess of Staten Island.
Yeah.
Everybody's going back to their old gimmicks.
I mean,
Well,
well, I mean,
except for Dewdrop, she's Piper Biven now.
Nevin,
Piper
yeah.
fits her a lot
Pipe,
better than
yeah, Piper
Dewdrop.
Niven.
Yeah, that's a back to her NXT name.
Yeah.
Dewdrop was awful.
What?
Yeah, Eva Marie gave her that name.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's all right, Roman versus KO. Did it end exactly the way you thought it was?
Pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't a good match. Yeah, it was a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Did it end exactly how I thought it was going to end? Yeah,
It should have been a good match. They didn't fought 50 times.
exactly.
I think the only thing that, I mean, it didn't really shock me because Trey, you remember, man, we was pulling so many damn what if cards, like especially with Jay Uso. Like, I think that's him and Sammy hold the fire right now
Mm-hmm.
as far as this storyline because no one knows where he's at. He
Well, I
didn't
wasn't
support the
expecting
family.
Jay to be the one to walk out. Like that, out of everything, that caught me by surprise.
Yeah,
You know
the
what I'm
fact
saying?
that because woo, it just yo, I ain't gonna lie, that fucking that super kick that
Yeah.
Jimmy laid on Sammy, I was like, oh shoot,
But
you
you got to
know,
think about it. I wasn't expecting Jay to be the one to save him in the trial either. So
yeah,
I like the plot twist that they throw in, and the fact that, like I said, we haven't seen Jay since then. So nobody
hmm
knows what's really going on with him.
and they got a championship match next week, and low
Exactly.
key
All right,
they've
end it
been,
tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
and low key they've been teasing the fact that Solo might be teaming up with Jimmy to defend those titles.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it's looking like. Cause
yeah. I don't think Jay's gonna be there.
Nah.
first, if what I would, how I would do is I wouldn't have Jay come back on TV until Elimination Chamber.
Or have him walk out again for the second time.
Cause
Have
I
them
want him to
attack
be
Sammy
so.
again and he walk out.
No, have like Jay show up at the arena, but then don't show up for the match.
So can you
Or
I
see
mean, clearly,
Sami
I mean,
Zayn?
but shit, clearly they could do that because Sammy just stepped in for Jimmy,
True.
so they can have
exactly.
Solo. They can have Solo step in for Jay.
Yeah. But if
But
they do
honestly,
that, he
can you see Sami Zayn beating Roman?
Absolutely
yeah,
not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
yeah.
Not without interference.
Absolutely not.
Not without
Not
interference.
physically, but yeah. I mean, come on,
Okay.
man. Sammy hit a spear on Roman that was better than Roman's spear.
That is very true. Listen, man. As for the longest, I was going to say Roman's definitely dropping one title, right?
He might be
But the
dropping both.
way that this storyline is progressing,
Yeah.
I think he might be dropping both titles.
Yeah.
How?
I just
You're gonna
because,
split
man.
them.
Yeah, they're definitely going to
So
split.
which one? So which gonna get split first? The Universal?
No, so I think that because I think that he has to defend it against Cody,
Mm-hmm.
and then I
But
think
he's fighting Sammy first.
He's
well,
fighting
he's like
Sammy at the elimination
at
chamber, right?
Elimination Chamber. I think
It
that's
this
gonna
is
roll over to WrestleMania.
this is gonna elimination chamber is going to be a shit show. It's going to be a no contest match
Exactly.
because you're going to have Jay interfere, you're going to have Jimmy interfere, you're going to have Solo interfere, you're
Yep.
going to have KO interfere, and it's going to end up 3-on-3.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow, some way, it's gonna roll over to WrestleMania. And then I think basically what they're going to decide to do, what's his name, the general manager or whatever his name
Adam
is,
Adam
Pearce.
Pearce.
Adam Pearce. I think he's after Elimination Chamber. He's going to make an announcement that the Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns match is no longer for the Undisputed Championship. It'll be for Raw. And then he'll make another announcement that Roman's going to defend the title again on the second night of WrestleMania against Sami Zayn. And once we get that announcement,
and Jay
what?
Uso, it's going to be a triple threat match.
You think so?
Jay versus Roman versus Sammy. Hey, if you want to make it a quad, you probably throw KO in there too.
Okay, hell no, that would water it down too much.
Yeah, I think so too.
But unanimously, my idea for the Universal title, because Jay's already posted that he was like running back between him and Roman. Jay's gonna be in the mix.
Okay, so that means by the time WrestleMania rolls around, Roman should be at 1,000 days with the Universal. Because he's at like what 830 now.
Something like
that.
He's at like 900 and something, ain't he?
Yeah,
no. The last time he was on TV, they said 8 something.
It was 856.
Okay.
So he will be close to 900. He'll be mid 900s by the time WrestleMania hits.
WrestleMania comes.
Hmm.
Okay. And then, so does that mean that y'all don't believe that Sammy and KO going to win the tag titles then?
Nah, I kind of feel like
Nah,
that Braun and Ricochet about to win them now on Friday.
yeah. Ah,
Hey,
If they do, then it'll further the storyline with Jay if they do drop the titles.
exact.
Because then
So that's
he'll have no reason to stay with the bloodline if they don't if he's not a champion with them no more.
so that could be another match. If it's just Roman versus Sammy at WrestleMania, then it could also be Jimmy versus Jay at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
could be
Never seen it. It could be
brother
like some.
versus brother. Yeah,
It could be a revamp of Matt versus Jeff.
Or Cody
true.
versus Dustin.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, uh, anything else y'all want to cover from the Rumble or from the most recent Raw?
No.
I mean, I like the return of Lita.
There we
Oh
go.
yeah. I did like that
I was
for
I
that
was I was
cage
digging that.
match. Yeah, for that cage match. That was dope.
I
Like
wonder
So is that like
her entrance is a shit.
is that a one off or is she back for a little bit?
I don't know. That's a good question, man. I think right now she's going to be back for a little bit because the way that they were running the storyline is that Becky doesn't have any friends. She's turned on too many people when she became the man, and nobody has her back. And then Lita came out, so I think right now they're running Lita with Becky, but I'm starting to kind of get over the Bailey and Becky storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like I need
Hmm.
this to come to a conclusion and then figure out what they're gonna do. But we know they're gonna draw it out to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like whenever the one of the two of the four horsewomen are in the storyline together,
I'll be right back.
it does seem to drag a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's gonna drag into WrestleMania. We already know that. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm ready. I'm kind of ready for that to be over. We've been dealing with this since SummerSlam.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, like,
And then
mm,
rumor has it that Shayna and Ronda gonna take the titles off Damage Control at WrestleMania.
I believe it. I believe it. I
Yeah.
think if they continue with that, Shayna and Ronda, to me, could be the only people that can, female groups that right now that can take the women's tag team title away from them. They're so dominant, so powerful that even having having Bailey in their corner still won't help them against Ronda and Shayna.
Nah, I agree. I agree. And then let me see. Um, damn, it was something. It was something else that happened on Raw. Oh yeah, we already talked about it with Montez Ford going to the Elimination Chamber. So yeah, I already said my thoughts. I think he's going to win it, and then whatever happens after that is to be continued. But
Hey, the Elimination Chamber has started some great things. I mean, we got Kofi Mania because of Elimination Chamber. So,
true. Bray Wyatt won his first championship in Elimination Chamber.
Hey, speaking of that, I got another thing that I saw that I wanted to bring up to y'all. So I saw a post, and in the post, it was talking about how Kofi Kingston has gone 14 out of the 15 years he's been in WWE with the championship.
Mm.
So would you say that Kofi Kingston has a Hall of Fame career?
Oh come on, Jay. Hell yeah, he got a Hall of Fame career.
I don't listen. I'm asking the question because I was looking at some of the comments. And some
Okay.
of the comments,
He's a Grand Slam champion.
listen.
I'm going to set the bar a little bit higher than what you just said.
Okay.
I feel like Kofi will be the top black champion in WWE history.
Hmm.
Now,
Well,
I
you got to think about it. He
He said,
he already is though. If you think about it, 14 out of the 15 years he's been in WWE, he's only gone 1 year without a championship, and that's 2014.
and I remember this one dude. I was watching something. I don't know if it was on IG or if it was on TikTok, but this dude was bashing Kofi, like saying how he's just ready for him to end, and he just has nothing to uh he's holding Xavier Woods and Big E back. I was like, dude, obviously you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no,
There would be no New Day without Kofi.
no.
He's the
Kofi is the
glue.
heartbeat. Not
And you
saying
got
that
to think
they
about it.
won't.
When the New Day first hit the scene, it almost didn't work.
Right.
Like almost didn't work.
That whole church thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nobody was going for that.
no.
So not saying that Xavier, all three of them play key parts in that faction. Well, they don't even include themselves a faction; they consider themselves a tag team. But
And honestly,
it
I
it
can't
took a
take
veteran.
Kofi. I can't take Kofi serious as a heel. I'm sorry.
Nah.
Nah,
I can't. I can't.
it took an experienced veteran to make something blossom. Like I remember at one point I hated the New Day, but then I was like, but it's something about them. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think when they changed
I
it,
forgot what the turn was.
I think the term was when they went from that church vibe to that more playful, like what to do now. Yeah,
Colorful with
exactly.
the
That's exactly.
bootios and
Yep.
stuff like that. Yeah.
You know the crazy thing is, I love the New Day with the colors. I hated when the Usos had all them colors and shit. I hated
I
that.
like the Usos when they were doing their whole
And they were
Samoan
doing they
thing
were
and
doing
they were
their
The
doing their
Haku?
chant. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I love vintage
yeah.
Nah.
Usos.
Yeah.
I like this. I like Death Row
You talk
Usos.
about Uso Penitentiary?
Yeah,
So could you see?
I like West Side
So my question
Usos.
is, because we only have a few people that are in the Hall of Fame, like twice, more than one time.
Yes.
Could you see Kofi being
A two-time Hall
probably
of
say
Famer.
a two-time Hall of Famer? And would he be? He would be the first black two-time Hall of Famer, would he not? If he does get it, I don't think
Yeah,
there's anybody else.
because
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ron Simmons he didn't go in individually. He went in with
with the
APA.
APA,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
He should go in individually though.
He should have gone in
yeah.
individually.
I mean, he still
Yes,
can
So
because
for his first
the New Day
induction
are
is gonna be with the
definitely
New Day.
yeah. The New
As
Day is
far as
definitely Hall of Famers.
individual, isn't Kofi a Grand Slam champion?
Yes, he is,
yes.
and he won the WWE Championship, not the Universal.
Yep.
So yeah, he needs to be in there twice.
He does need to
He's
be. I agree. He
literally
needs to be in
won.
there twice.
He's won every title you could win that's been available because he
Yeah.
went down
Yes.
and won the NXT Tag Team Championships.
The only
So he's won
championship that
every
he has,
tag championship.
only championship he hasn't had is the Universal Championship.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mhm.
And not saying that isn't out of reach.
No,
It's not out of
I
reach.
don't think that as much as I think that he deserves another title run. I don't think that they're going to do that.
Nah, they ain't
You
gonna give
know,
it to him.
Mm-mm. And I'm still disappointed in the way that they had him lose the championship to Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar. That'll still be up in my top 5 of the Hall of Shame for
Yeah.
WWE.
Facts.
Because
With Brock.
prior to that, he did have a pretty good run. Like, look at the people he beat. He beat KO. He beat
Exactly.
Randy. He beat Brian, Daniel Bryan to win it.
Yeah.
Like he had some
For
pretty
him
good
for him to
feuds.
lose it in 5 seconds to Brock Lesnar on SmackDown. Come
Yeah.
on.
Hey, you're right, Ryan. He does deserve it. He should definitely be in there twice.
He should be in there twice.
Yeah.
But honestly, I would like to see them running back with Big E.
Yeah. Did they lose at Vengeance?
They
Yeah.
did lose.
Okay.
We were
Who
sitting
did they
right
lose
there.
to?
They did lose.
Who did
Gallus.
they
Now,
lose?
Gallus.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Gallus.
Honestly, the loss, I kind of expected that.
I'm
Yeah.
happy they lost it.
I don't think that they needed a long title run with the NXT championships.
Mm.
I think that it was just something for them to do. Like they, you know what I mean? Like they
And help
didn't
build up those NXT teams.
yeah, they didn't want to completely write out the New Day right now because the Bloodline has both titles. So I kind of see where they went with it, but now that they finally dropped it, I kind of want to see them back in SmackDown or Raw, wherever, whichever one they decide to put them on,
Mm-hmm.
and giving them, because if they are giving Montez a single run, they need all the tag teams they could get on
Facts.
the main roster.
So
Yeah.
build them up in
You know.
NXT and ship them out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
All right. Now. Oh, so hey, JD.
Hmm?
Your boys last night.
Took
They
the
lost.
L.
They
Took
lost to the
L.
gun to the gun boys, the gun club.
Bro, like everything
Was
in
Danny
me
Ass
told
out
me
there?
that. Yeah, everything in me told me that he was gonna side with his kids until his kids hit him with the belt.
Well, he should have had his ass on WWE whenever they had the reunion for DX. But instead, he too busy chasing his damn kids around, and look at what happened.
And scissoring.
The disrespect.
Yeah.
Oh, I got another question for y'all. So I don't know if y'all paid attention to AEW Rampage recently, but yo, Saraya and Tony Storm, they some heels now.
Yeah, they are. They taking everybody out.
Remember back in the day when the Bellas had the Team Bella or whatever, and they used to throw the L's up, and then remember they spray painted Paige with black spray paint because she was too pale.
Yeah.
And now Saraya and Tony Storm are doing that, throwing the L's up and then spray painting their opponents.
Yep. That just lets you know that nothing is ever unique. They always replay stuff. No matter
recycle.
Yeah, they recycle
everything.
it. No matter what promotion it's on, they're gonna, if it worked, they're gonna keep using it. They're gonna keep using it.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I have been kind of slacking on my AEW.
Who ain't?
Experience.
Bro, when WWE has been on a fucking high right now, okay? Like
it's not even really a high. They just got so much bullshit going on. You can't help but
watch. Do nothing but tune in.
We already know what season we in. Anytime we're in WrestleMania season,
that
WWE gets all the views.
That is true.
It's WrestleMania season.
I did see something, and I wanted to see what y'all thought about it, because there is a rumor floating around that CM Punk might be returning.
Yes. Yes, I see that today.
Yep. So there's a rumor.
Returning where? Returning where?
To AEW.
AEW.
Like I fucking told y'all.
They said if he's cleared for his injury,
God,
that the door is open for him to return.
Yep.
Of course it is.
So he got injured again.
Oh my god!
They were going to suspend him, but because of the injury, he was going to be out anyway. You know what I mean? He took his licking. They docked his pay.
So do you think it's because of contract, or do you think because they're desperate?
I think it's because of both. I think one is because his contract.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the amount of money that they probably had to pay him out to cut his contract if they did let him go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that also CM Punk, man, he brings the ratings.
Bro, you hear that music? It's OV.
Exactly.
And then we can still get our culmination of him and MJF like we were supposed to get.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think they'll let him, if he comes back, do you think they'll let him immediately challenge MJF for the title?
Of course.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll win, but we'll get to that if it ever happens.
Of course.
Look at Trey's face. Look at
Trey. Yes. And I hope fucking Bryan Danielson hits him with a fucking running knee, a flying knee.
Breaks his eye socket.
Hell, something. A subluxation like Rey Mysterio had.
Me personally, I don't think that they should let him back. I really
We know.
I'm just
okay.
Saying,
we know your feelings.
You know where CM Punk needs to be on? He needs to be on fucking power slap, okay? And get the shit smacked out of him.
I think that he's just too toxic when it comes down to like him in the locker room and everything. Yeah. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's been called a cancer by two people in two different companies.
Yes.
That's true.
Who in W? Oh, Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins said it.
Yeah. So
Seth Rollins said it, and then your boy Jericho said it.
Hey, I know something else I want to bring up to y'all. Okay. So, because I'm always on my phone scrolling, and I always just happen to see some of the craziest things.
I'm sorry. I don't even know what it is, and I'm laughing.
I saw an interview that Renee did with
Oh,
Mandy.
Oh yeah, the one I sent y'all.
Oh, that's the one you sent me. Okay, you. I knew I saw it somewhere. I couldn't
Yeah,
remember where I saw it.
and
oh
her
gosh.
dog's name is Trey. She can talk to me like that. Shit.
So I
Come
went
here.
back and I started watching some more of the interview.
Oh, I
Okay,
thought you about to watch some of her content.
listen, I refuse to pay. I refuse to pay for what I can get for free. I'm sorry,
Ready?
but but my question is, well, it's not even a question. It's just more of a statement, and the statement is just that I don't see Mandy coming back to wrestle anywhere.
Nah.
I really don't.
At least not right now.
I
No. I think
I
she's
think
done.
that she's at the point now where she's doing whatever the hell it is that she wants. She's making money. She's all over Instagram modeling and doing other promoting other type of products. She's making money
Bro,
a
she has like
thousand
three
other
three
ways.
businesses. Like
Exactly.
she still got her damn delectable donuts with
Yep.
Sonya Deville.
And I think with them, I think with them breaking up Toxic Attraction, I think that was the NXT's way of showing that, hey, listen, there is no way in hell that we're bringing her back.
Yeah, we're officially done with her.
Officially,
That's what that
completely done.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what that was.
I think that's what that
Because
was.
because when that name Toxic Attraction, it still stays
You
canon
think
to
of yeah,
Mandy.
you think
Yeah,
of Mandy.
yeah. So
So,
they had to put an end to that.
but it's crazy though. Like her interview after when they were talking about when she found out that the way that they told her that they was letting her go after the match and everything like that, and you could just tell in her voice, like, yeah, she hate the fact. I mean, who doesn't hate when you're getting fired? Everybody hates getting
She
fired,
ain't give a fuck.
Yeah.
but she didn't give a fuck.
She
Like
didn't give a fuck.
she didn't care not one bit. Like it was like, okay, well, I think
Shit,
it's bullshit. The reason for y'all firing me, but hey, whatever.
according to Mandy, she get a lot of D pics, so she could get them ratings out.
Get them ratings out. How much you think she charged for a rating?
Shit, probably 50.
Dub. A
If you want
dub.
an honest assessment, you gotta pay more.
A dub. A dub.
It's probably a G for a live rating. All right.
Yeah, man.
I just felt like we had to touch that topic real quick.
Oh yeah.
And then quickly, what y'all think about Wardlow coming back?
What, from his injury?
No, he's back already.
Oh.
Yeah, he because Samoa Joe, because Darby beat Samoa Joe for the TNT title. Samoa Joe got it back.
Oh.
And then Wardlow came back,
Mm.
and now they're gonna feud for the TNT title again.
So you think Warlow's gonna beat Samoa Joe?
Mm-hmm.
I think Wardlow going. It's just for
Samoa
the
Joe
TNT title.
Samoa Joe cut his hair off. He cut Wardlow's hair, so Wardlow got a new haircut and everything.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that is right. That is
You gotta
right.
get his get back.
Yeah, I think it's just for the TNT Championship.
Mm.
Like I said, I need to brush back up on my stuff because
I
I'm
need
still
to.
because Danielson is still going through this whole gauntlet to get to MJF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, man, I'm gonna tell you, my Wednesdays have been taking it up with basketball, bro. Like, I know this is a wrestling podcast, but woo, the trade deadline, baby, woo. Mm, mm. I hope everybody got their chips and dip.
Yeah, my Houston Rockets, we still ass, so there's
Oh,
that.
y'all gonna be for a while now.
Hey man, we going for that number 1 pick. What up, Victor?
Y'all future is gone.
I just want to say
our
that
future is bright,
bro. It's down to 2 teams in the East. That's it.
Come on, it's gonna be the Celtics.
Celtics and Milwaukee. That's it.
That's
Oh,
it.
y'all don't believe in Philly?
No,
No.
not when you got Plump Harden running up and down the court.
The East, the division of the East is just trash now.
What
After
you
all
just
these
they
trades.
just sent everybody to the West.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the West is as strong as how it was back in the 90s when Jordan played and the East was flooded.
As much as I hate saying it, it's coming down. It's gonna be Celtics versus Suns.
That's what it seemed like.
Well, since we still on sports, let's go ahead and give Super Bowl picks before we get out of here.
Philly.
Philly.
Saying fly,
Going
Eagles
Philly.
fly.
Going with fly, Eagles fly.
On the road to victory.
I got a feeling that Philly's going to win, but I just want to be different, so I'll say Kansas City.
You son of a
God,
bitch. Why you
always
just can't
gotta be
agree with us?
exactly.
God
Just
damn.
nothing.
Can we all just be a damn union? Like,
Fine, fly, Eagles fly. Shit.
thank you.
Now I do like Jalen Hurts. He from Houston. He an Astros fan. We got a lot in common.
Yeah.
I will have to say this to get back on the wrestling topic is that one, I am kind of excited for WrestleMania in Hollywood this year because history has shown is that when WrestleMania is in Cali, they do big freaking things when WrestleMania is there. So
Cali
I think
and
that
Texas.
it's Cali and Texas. So I think that we're going to see something big. What Texas? We got Stone Cold on 2 different nights.
I mean, we got
You
The
know what I'm
Rock,
saying?
we got
Yeah.
Stone Cold, we got like we had a star studded because the first time it was in Texas, The Rock hosted it.
Yep.
But then last year we had Stone Cold who hosted it and fought. So
He fought both nights.
yeah, so we know we getting Mr. Can't see him every once in a while.
I'm just wondering if when we get John Cena, are we gonna get John Cena in a match, or are we just getting John Cena as a host?
I have a big feeling that he's facing Austin Theory.
You think so?
Yeah. Because Austin Theory is in the Elimination Chamber match.
And you know what? It'll be even better for him to face Austin Theory with Austin Theory not having the championship. Because John Cena don't need the U.S. title. John Cena don't need the championship again.
I didn't say John Cena was going to win.
It doesn't matter.
I said John Cena was going to fight him for the U.S. title. Austin Theory is going to get put over.
I'd rather see John Cena come out and, like, let's say Sami Zayn beat Roman Reigns. I'd rather see John Cena come out, throw a challenge to Sami Zayn, and beat him for the championship. Yeah, we know it's a bullshit win to give him.
Oh, Jay, really? Oh my gosh, you just threw that dagger out like that?
I'm just saying. I respect that a lot more. Let John Cena get his record-breaking, championship, and then a month or two later,
it did say he retire.
Yeah, pretty much. I retire as the champ. I don't know, do whatever. I'm just saying, I'd rather see that.
Shit, if that's the case, Ric Flair gonna wrestle.
Oh hell no. No. We don't need that no more. I told you, I'm done with all of that. I don't want to see Ric Flair in another ring. I'm at the point now. I don't want to see Sting in another ring. I don't even want to see Goldberg. Hell, I barely want to see Brock Lesnar. Like, I'm over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you want to see CM Punk?
Who, CM Punk?
Yeah, he old too.
He is old. I'd rather see CM Punk, and I don't even like Punk.
Man, don't nobody want to see Phil.
y'all excited for Ryback to come back?
No. And Ryback ain't coming back. He just got his name.
He ain't coming back to WWE. He wants to sign a deal with AEW, and he wants to fight Warlow.
Yeah, y'all saw that paperwork that he put out about WWE.
Yeah.
3 damn documents.
Ryback is going to House of Glory. Y'all stop it.
Like, I don't know. He's just like Phil. He's damaged goods.
Got some quick hits. Booker T retired again.
Again, I know, right?
The NWA is live.
Spinneroonie and you're out.
I did appreciate Booker T in the Royal Rumble, though.
Yeah.
I'm also, since you brought that up, I'm also glad that the Royal Rumble wasn't filled with old heads.
Mm-hmm.
There was one point where they were starting to get a little bit out of hand with bringing back all the old heads and filling up the Royal Rumble and everything like that.
Oh, so, you ain't know, like they wanted Triple H made an offer to what was it? Hold on. Was it Jimmy Superfly Snuka?
I'm glad he turned him down.
Yes, he said no.
He wouldn't even made it down. You see how long that runway was to get to the ring? I don't even think he would have had the energy.
Who was it that ran full speed to it was in a women's match too?
and was tired by the time they got to the doggone
Yes,
ring.
bro. I'm talking about full sprint, did not stop, and you could just tell that they were gassed.
I believe it.
Um, so with her not showing up at the Royal Rumble, and she officially saying that it's just Trinity, can we officially say Naomi not coming back?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Like, I really don't know. I don't know, like, if they just couldn't agree on the deal. I don't know if she's just enjoying her time away and she might pop up.
Well, you know Vince got another case, so I think that whole Vince McMahon coming back probably stalled whatever with a lot of people.
I mean, it wasn't just coming back; it was a freaking hostile takeover.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and he got another fucking case.
I mean, he came back and dismissed what, like, two or three members of the board, and brought his people back to
Yeah.
vote him back in.
Yeah.
Like,
With her, I think she's talked to Jimmy. Um, he probably said, "Babe, you ain't got to come back.
He probably
We
don't want her
good.
to come back.
We good. We good
yeah,
on these parts. Like, enjoy yourself."
I think that she's just enjoying her time away right now.
Yeah, man. Like
Will
she
she
get to
come
go to
back?
Japan and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
that.
saying. Will she come back? I think she's supporting Monet. Money, money, money.
Don't be surprised if she end up signing a deal
That's what I was
after
about to say.
with New Japan, especially with them doing in-state shows.
Mhm.
I think if they're doing more
Well,
in-state
you gotta
shows,
remember their first show in the U.S. is the same day as Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, it's in San Francisco.
exactly.
Yeah, and it's going to be stateside, which means that it could be. I don't know what time they're going to run their show, but it could be close to the same time.
I mean, we
Yeah,
could see Trinity make her debut.
good.
It could be on the hush hush.
Yep,
You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Could be on the down low.
facts.
She could be making a deal with AEW. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. There's a whole lot of stuff because I mean, we see Bailey all the time pop up when it comes down to the Indies and New Japan and stuff. Like, she pops up in pictures left and right.
Well,
So,
WWE is going to start allowing their wrestlers to do indie shows now.
well, they don't have a choice. They have to compete with the market, and the
Yeah,
market is AEW allowing their wrestlers to do indie shows. So WWE needs to do the same, or wrestlers going to keep rolling out because they can do that.
yeah. And Trinity, her new name is gonna be Trinity Trillionaire.
Trinity
since,
Monet.
since you got Mercedes Monet.
Hey, listen. Would I like to see them as a tag team in New Japan or AEW? Yeah,
hmm
that would be dope.
I'm still not ruling out that she might come to AEW
Who
because somebody got to beat Jade's record.
who might come to AEW?
Naomi.
Trinity. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing is, because after Jade beat Red Velvet, she's now 50-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so she's at that magical number 50. But there isn't anybody right now that's in position to where it will make sense for them to beat her.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. Jay's not losing until after she gets the AEW Women's Championship.
You
Right.
think she's gonna hold both? Think she's gonna be a double champ?
She might.
I see it. Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, she might.
If you think about the way that she's moving now and the dominance that she's showing in that division, yeah.
Well, that's true because AEW they do love multiple champions
Their
or
next
like
pay
a
per
person
view
with
is
multiple belts. They love that shit.
their WrestleMania is All Out, right?
Yeah.
And that's in April.
Nah.
All Out is in the summer, right?
Yeah. All out in the summer.
So they got
That's when the
double or
whole CM
nothing.
Punk thing happened.
So they got double or nothing.
Double or nothing is like their SummerSlam.
Okay. So All Out is either between April and June.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
So that's honestly that's around the time that I see Jay losing. So she might be 75-0 by that time.
You remember because Goldberg was like what 100 something when he lost finally?
Bro, he was like 130 something.
Yeah.
You know?
and to Jay's point, he was a double champ because he had beat Hogan.
Yeah, he had the U.S. title.
He had the U.S. title, then he won the
US title.
WCW championship.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
So.
Oh, and then last thing, NWA, they're not doing recorded shows anymore.
Who?
So NWA.
Oh.
They're live now.
Oh, okay.
So on YouTube, Because
Yeah,
I guess they got a deal. I guess they got a deal because Bully Ray be going from NWA to Impact all the time.
And Ring of Honor has finalized their TV deal, so they're not doing no more recordings. They stopped doing pre-recordings.
Well, who they signed with?
I'm not sure. I had to look more into it, but I remember reading and saying that they were about to stop doing their pre-recorded shows.
Well, they need their own TV show anyway, so
Yeah. So it was like this spring I think they're gonna be hitting it hard.
Y'all
probably
think
sound like Axis.
It's gonna be on Telemundo.
Telemundo.
Y'all think Matt Cardona gonna follow his girl, go back to WWE? But
I
as
think so.
as Matt Cardona.
Yeah.
You know, that's who we thought. Wasn't that one of the people that we were talking about might show up at the Royal Rumble?
I was surprised he didn't, but I get
and
it.
then he didn't.
Yeah.
Because she came back at the Rumble.
Yeah.
Yep, and got put out in 4 seconds.
Exactly. They jobbing her out already.
Yep.
They jobbing her out. Then they got her looking like a spoiled brat, always walking up to Adam Pearce, asking if he the manager. Had her lose to Asuka.
Yeah.
I think he's come back.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna come back as Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona?
No,
Matt
Zack
Cardona.
Ryder's done.
Yeah, Zack Ryder's done.
Because he just bought the trademark to woo woo woo. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but
Zack
I mean,
Ryder's
he can still use it as Matt. I just don't think that the Zack Ryder, him come back as Zack Ryder.
He's kind of played out. He don't really.
He wasn't even mid card when he was Zack Ryder.
Well,
he was like Sunday Night Heat ish.
Hey man, him and Mojo Riley.
Oh my god.
The Hype Boys or Hype Bros, whatever it was called.
Oh, I know. Before we end this, because I know we're starting to run out of time, but I just wanted to ask, where do y'all see Baron Corbin in this storyline?
Oh, thank you for breaking that up.
After JBL fired him,
yeah,
or quit on him, whatever he did.
Okay, so
because clearly him and JBL didn't work, so they're deciding a new direction for him. I just need them to bring back the old Baron Corbin.
It could have worked.
Wolf.
Yes,
it didn't work. It didn't work, but it could have worked.
It would have worked. You know when
Baron Corbin stopped working? Baron Corbin stopped working when he cut his hair off.
Facts.
Well, he needed to cut his hair off. That shit was looking horrible.
You know when this thing with JBL would have worked? When he won fucking Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
That's when it would have worked.
Yeah.
Not now, because they wanted to do this whole Las Vegas type shit. That first of all, that was whack.
It really would have worked with JBL if, like you said, when he was still down on his luck, and he started growing his hair back, and he was walking around with the mustard stains on his shirt.
Yeah,
that would have been the time for JBL to roll up in the limo and him get in there looking all dusty, and then come back. Yeah, and that, or like you said, with Money in the Bank. But when he was already on top when JBL went to him, that's why it don't make sense.
Yeah, he needs to go back to the Lone Wolf.
He does.
Get a wig.
I mean, he can still be a badass bald, but
yeah,
they just need to bring that character back, man.
Yeah.
All this Happy Corbin and everything else, it's ass.
Like, stop with the stupid gimmicks. Happy Corbin.
I told y'all, man. What did I tell you about gimmicks nowadays in WWE?
I don't know.
Gimmicks don't work. If you have a gimmick in WWE, you're fucked.
He was a badass. I remember when
Dom has a gimmick. He served hard time.
Bro, I'm gonna throw this fucking shit at you.
All right, y'all. Hey, it's your boy, Mr. Rand. I'm out.
he just ended it, man. It's JD, Mr. Mike Drop, Mr. AKA Better Late Than Never.
This is your boy Trey, aka Treyway, aka OTR Trey. And we are out. I can't. All right, y'all.